press this together. She's a beauty. This sandwich is to die for, I promise. Hello, Golden family. Today we're making a sandwich that is very dear to my heart. And you've probably seen me make a couple of these variations, the steak sandwich. And whenever I make a recipe in long form content, that just means I want to dedicate a lot of love and respect towards what I'm making. I feel like I've been very formal and professional in making these videos, so it's time to just be myself. Okay, to start, we're using a ribeye steak. Now I know ribeye is very fatty, is not usually used in steak sandwiches, but nothing beats the flavor and the tenderness of a ribeye. Plus, I feel like it's very hard to mess up, and that's why my channel is here. Now, it's very important for the steak to rest and come to room temperature. When you put a cold steak in a really hot pan, it's gonna tense up and turn gray. Instead, you wanna put it when it's nice and room temperature. It's gonna relax and get that beautiful crust. So for the ribeye, I'm gonna simply hit it with some salt and pepper. Yes, salt and pepper is the only thing necessary for ribeye, but I always jazz it up with garlic powder, cayenne pepper, whatever seasoning that you prefer. Even like a Montreal steak rub is always fantastic. It's your food, it's your kitchen, do as you please. And you always wanna season the sides of the steak. The most underrated topping on a steak sandwich is something with olives. I'm gonna grab a couple Kalamata olives, and I'm just gonna give them a nice little rough chop. Get one of these bench scrapers, it will literally change your life. I'm gonna do a Fresno and a jalapeno just for a nice little kick and for some color. These seeds, just so the seeds don't get in the way. We're just gonna hit nice little thin strips on the jalapeno and get them as fine as you. You want everything nice and small because you know, you don't want anything overtaking, you know, every single bite. Fresno chili gets the same type of love. Look at that beautiful color. Okay, I'm gonna teach you my favorite trick for a lemon. The first thing I'm gonna do is seal its zest. And this is how to get the maximum flavor out of your lemon. This is my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna slice off top and bottom, just like this. And then I'm just gonna peel around it. You don't want any of that yellow or the white flesh. These leftover scraps, I'm just gonna give them a nice little squeeze so we don't waste any of the lemon. This is the time that you wanna pick out all the seeds. I'm just gonna chop up the whole lemon. This way, there's so much more flavor. So much more lemony flavor. Vegetables, we're gonna take the lemon and the juice. Make sure you're washing everything thoroughly. I already washed the cilantro. We're gonna take the cilantro, same thing, we're gonna ball it up. You could easily do this in a food processor. I just feel like the ingredients go so much better when they're not blended or processed. You don't want any big chunks, so make sure you're like taking your time chopping everything through. Again, right into the bowl. Our last secret ingredient is some fresh thyme. We're gonna come over here and strip it off the stem, just like this. Fresh thyme, not dried. You can use dried if you don't have access to fresh, but fresh is fantastic. Quick rough chop on the fresh thyme into our bowl. I get really bad heartburn from specifically raw garlic. Sometimes I eat it and I feel fine, sometimes it messes me up. So what I like to do is toast it up. So this is your choice. You could put toasted or you could put regular. I personally feel like the toasted adds a lot more flavor. For the garlic, I like to chop the butts off. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do cheat and I do pre-minced garlic. And then all the hardcore chefs just come for me. Hey yo, what the? Anyways, so we're gonna slice down the garlic, just rough mince. You wanna get this pretty fine. You don't wanna bite into like big chunks of garlic. Just a tiny bit of olive oil. Then we're gonna take our garlic, just drop it in. Just give it a nice little toast. Just a quick toast. So this kind of cooks like the acidity out of the garlic and makes it a lot more manageable to eat. If you're in my boat, try cooked garlic instead of raw garlic. It actually looks gorgeous. We're gonna take our toasted garlic mixture, add it to everything else. But we're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of white vinegar, and a tiny bit more fresh olive oil. So a rested steak, then make the topping right away. And you see how it's kind of watery? That's kind of on purpose. Every bite of steak is gonna have a lot of like vinegar and lemon and just spicy, sweet, salty. It's amazing, seriously. There's no sweet. I don't know why I said sweet. Cook speak exaggerated. Alrighty, it's time to talk bread. No, I'm just playing. This is a sourdough baguette, but this came from a local bakery and it is absolutely fantastic. A sandwich is only as good as the bread that it gets served on, and I'm using a sourdough baguette just for the fact that a baguette is a little bit more firm, a little bit more dry. It's gonna soak up all those flavors without disintegrating. So I already trimmed off one of the sides. Nice little generous sandwich. And then we're gonna slice here. Look at that. Look at that bread. That looks fantastic. Okay, this is entirely optional, but I like a little tomato on the sandwich, but very thin slices. Just like that. And just to make this whole thing healthy, we're gonna add some arugula, which goes fantastic with steak. Okay, last thing before we actually cook the steak, we need a little sauce. QP mayo, you could use regular mayo if you would like. Sam the Cooking Guy, I used to watch him for like 4 years ago. One of my favorite food pages on the internet put me on QP mayo. That's like 4 years ago, changed my life. A little bit of mayo. I'm gonna do a couple capers, just a little bit, nothing crazy. Add them to the mayo. And then the last ingredient, so this is white wine free, just a tiny little kiss of Dijon mustard goes in. And because I'm feeling nice and fancy, you got some Osmo white truffle salt if you can. If you can't, just a pinch of salt. That's all it needs. And then we're just gonna mix this up. If you don't like capers, go a little bit heavier on the Dijon and thank me later. We're using a cast iron skillet, my favorite thing to cook a steak on. I also like to heat up the pan, then I like to add the oil. And that way the oil doesn't have time to burn before you add your food. Wait, hold up, I have a question. Everyone says I say iron wrong. Iron? Like cast iron. Iron or iron? Let me know if I'm saying it like a complete idiot. Okay, now enough talking, let's cook. The steak is not incredibly thick. Cook it to your desired doneness. Now, if you like well done, you're weird. I'm joking. If you like well done, you like eating tires. I mean, just a nice little medium is perfect for a steak sandwich. All right, these burners get really hot really quickly. I like to put the steak in the pan before it gets smoky, actually. We're gonna do a little bit of oil. I like to sear the fat cap first. And then when you push the steak down when the fat cap is seared, push it away from you so it doesn't burn and splatter on you. Oh. I lowered the heat to a medium high, especially because it's very hot. The steak should not develop a crust within 20 seconds. You're just burning it at that point. You want to slowly develop that crust. So you want to put it like probably a medium to a medium high. You still want to get a sizzle though. Here we are. Oh my god. CPR time. They're not very heavy. They're not heavy. We're not squeezing the juice out of them. And they also have these slits so the steam escapes. Fantastic item if you would want. These are from chefpress.com. Just a light little press. Forget about it. It's been about 2 to 3 minutes. Pan is nice and hot, but it's not insanely hot where you're gonna burn down the house. Okay. Oh my god. Come on. That's a beautiful crust right there. She's a beauty. But just to show you, there's no shame in using equipment to get the perfect steak every single time. I'm gonna shove it in. Right? Just in the center. Don't go all the way down because then it's hitting the pan and then it's gonna misread. Steak's at a 75-degree temperature. From the outside it looks cooked, but it's not. Oh, that is the best crust. And I always show love to the sides of the steak. This looks fantastic. Very vital. Let it rest. You want all those juices to pull back into that steak? Forget about it for 5 to 10 minutes. So this is the cheese I'm gonna be using. Use whatever cheese that you prefer. To get it to nicely melt on the steak, instead of grating it, you can actually peel it and then it just perfectly thin and it's gonna melt beautifully. Now we wanna toast the baguette. You can toast it in the ribeye fat, especially if you didn't burn the fat. So I have this beautiful fat. This is kind of stupid because it's just like adding a bunch of calories. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip it into the fat just like this. Once it's nice and lightly covered just like this, I'm gonna toast it. Or if you wanna speed up the process just like me, just like this. Make room for the big boy. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna do, I'd say about like 1/2 inch. You don't want them too thick. You want them to like just melt in every single bite. So I'm just gonna slice in. Oh my goodness. Wall to wall perfection. The way you construct your sandwich is very important. Step number 1, we have the bottom of the baguette. Dijon, mayo, and capers. Don't be shy. Lettuce, then tomato. That way the bread does not get soggy. So we're gonna do a little bit of spicy arugula. 2 slices of tomato. All right, don't be basic. Season the tomato. Several slices of the steak, just like this. Lay down all your cheese. Toast it. You could put this in a broiler. You don't have to be extra annoying like me. And then we do the olive tapenade, just like this. And then we shut it up. We're gonna press this together. Come on, folks. Doesn't that look amazing? She's a beauty. You gotta tuck in the elbows on this one. And as always, now bismillah. That's fantastic. Abe! Come try the sandwich. We need to have the roommate give us approval. Not because I'm here. I need honest review. So he's gonna give it a little try real quick. Just dive in, bro. What are you looking at? The sourdough, because it got left out, is a little hard. But how's it? Pretty good? Out of 10.
It's like an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10.
Good, right?
It's really good.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of flavor going on. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about it?
I think my favorite part is probably the olives.
Right? And there you have it, folks. What's so funny? Why are you dying? And there you have it, folks. Another one in the books. This was a fantastic sandwich. We could do where Abe reviews every single thing that I make and gives an honest, like dead blatant review. We might fight after, but he'll give the honest, no, I'm joking. He'll give that honest review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. But please, did you like this style? It's just me being a little bit more loose in the kitchen. I'm just doing my thing. Less like perfection. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be, I don't care about the perfect clip. I just want to teach you how to get in the kitchen more, how to make delicious food. So let me know if you like that part. And until next time, thank you so much. What was so funny? No, I said there you have it, folks. You started losing it.